back to my channel and another delicious Ninja 15-in-1 recipe. So today I am slow cooking and this is my short rib ragu. So it's a really rich beef ragu in a beautiful sauce with veg in there, and I'm gonna serve mine on some pasta. Of course, you don't have to put pasta with this. It goes great with mashed potato as well. So it's really quite versatile, really nice, warming winter dish, perfect for the weekends. Let me show you how we make this. So ideally, I want you to make the short ribs at the start, all in the Ninja. However, these are pretty huge. So these are from Sainsbury's and they are part of their Taste the Difference range, and these are super big. 1.3 kilograms we've got here, and they don't actually fit in there to be able to sear and saute. So I've got a pan here and I'm just going to do that on the hob. Bit of a shame really, because with most recipes I like to make the whole thing in the Ninja where I can, but I think it's going to be impossible for me to actually be able to cut those. So just heating up my pan here, going to add some oil in because we want to get them nice and browned and crispy on the outside. To the actual ribs themselves, I just want to add some salt and pepper to them, give them some flavour, and then we will get those into the pan. Grab my black pepper as well. So this is going to make the most delicious ragu you've ever tasted. Absolutely amazing over some pasta. Of course, you don't have to serve this with pasta. Really nice with a creamy mashed potato and veg. That would be gorgeous as well. So fat side down in the pan. Again, I'm going to have to do one at a time because of the size. It's always worth spending a little bit more time on a recipe when you know it is going to be so delicious. And when you've spent money out on meat like this as well, again, you know, you want to treat it with a bit of love and care. So that's exactly what we're doing. So whilst we're colouring those ribs over there, let's get this onto sear and saute. And a little bit of oil in the bottom here again. So I've already chopped everything up. I've got onion here, carrots. So you want 2 to 3 carrots, 1 very large onion. My celery looks like this because it actually came out of my freezer. I had a bit left over. So about 2 stalks of celery. It does go a little bit mushy when it's been in the freezer, but it's still got the flavour. That's what's important. And I've got 2 cloves of garlic as well. So all of that can now go in together. And I can tell you that that beef is smelling incredible. Let's just see how we're getting on over here. It's smelling so good. If I can get that over. Let's have a look. Wow, that is perfect. That is just what we wanted. Good amount of colour on that fat side. Just render that down really. Let's put the other one in and get some colour on that one too. Let's give these a little mix around in here. And we just want to get a little bit of colour on those and just start to cook off a little bit of the garlic that we've put in. Just a few minutes, that's all. Because remember, this is going to be slow cooked for hours, so these are going to be super tender by the end. The veg has really softened down. Sorry about the steam that's coming off of it here. And it smells really good because that garlic smells incredible. Now into that you want around half a bottle of red wine. And then I'm putting in a couple of bay leaves, a tin of chopped tomatoes. Now be generous with your seasoning. You want oregano and plenty of it. And then also the same with your dried mixed herbs. Tomato puree, again, you want loads of this. So a decent amount. I'm saying probably at least half a tube. You can go more than that if you want to. Gives a really nice rich flavour, and this is a super rich beefy dish, so it goes really well. I'm going to probably use up the majority of what I've got left in here. Oh, see, look, there you go. You can see the amount that I've put in. Now I need some liquid now, and my choice would be either a red wine stock or a beef stock. Ideally beef stock, I would say. And that was a full litre that went into there. So loads of liquid. And you can see that is quite thin now. But that isn't a problem. we're going to add in a corn flour slurry, which is corn flour that's literally just been dissolved in some water. And that's going to help just thicken it up and make that more of a sauce. Great, that came up to a boil, and that is now a really nice consistency. Obviously at the end, if we want to thicken it up even more, we can, but this is going to be cooking for a really long time with that beef in it. So for me, I think that is now good. Now let's try and add this beef in. Now it's going to be a little bit tricky. Right, they're in, they're covered enough for my liking. I'll know next time not to probably buy such big ones, you know, considering that the space that you've got in the bowl for the Ninja. Obviously, if you're doing these in the oven and you're slow cooking them in the oven, then you could do them in a long tray, cover it with foil and slow cook them like that. So there is another option if you still want to make this, but want them to be super large. So let's get the lid down anyway, and let's get this on to slow cook. Just taken the meat off of the bone, and some of it was super tender. Of course, there is quite a lot of fat as well with this type of meat. I'm not a big lover of fat, so I have got rid of all of that. And now I'm just waiting for my pans to boil so I can put some pasta on to go with this tonight. So there's my pasta cooked. As I said earlier, you can really serve this with anything you like. What I ended up doing was putting this, I'm just going to move the camera so you can see, putting this into a tray to keep warm because I wanted to shred that beef. Oh my goodness, look at that. This looks amazing. And I found, yeah, by doing it this way, we got all of that gorgeous beef shredded up and lots of sauce as well. Oh, looks so gorgeous, doesn't it? How glossy and delicious does that look? And then on top of that, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese.